Tell me what you know about the hood life.
You had spoke about Oskino being in the hood, and then bumping into PD Crack and brushing shoulders and things like that. And you and Crack actually was working together for like y'all got like a couple tracks and things like that.
You got tracks, we got moments in time, bro. You got to figure we boxed in the studio. He come down the studio early. The studio just happened to be down the street from the crib. I'm in there. We gonna make sure the situation is situated. But again, it's all it should be family involved, bro. His folks was in my hood too, bro. So once we meet under them situations with FNL and all that, once we do that, it's all love, bro. A lot of when it come to me, bro. I'm gonna tell you about me. These other people, a lot of people was there in certain situations, but they can't tell these stories the way I was because I'm like the Forrest Gump of this shit. You know what I mean? Because if you understand it, like the stuff that was going on, all they kids interact. So it's like with side ain't no sides, bro. That's why you never see no gorilla heads on no side or no picking nothing when the city is in turmoil. You never, bro. Because we just hope all this be over with. If I had the power, it's over now. If I had the, you know what I'm saying? Because I genuinely know, bro, your kid is this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in the turmoil, I don't even want to say all their names because they all folks. I hate it. Yeah, every time I see them going back and forth with somebody, I'm like, dang, y'all holding my run up. Because I can't properly promote parts of my life because y'all gang war with each other, bro. So when it comes down to it, we just be wanting it to be over with so we can get back to getting money and having fun with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, bro. We don't really like this little extra drama and problems that be going on, bro. We just want it to be respectful, bro. That's like back in the day. If I'm getting money and I got a car, but I'm the only person, there's no fun, bro. Yeah, other people to come out and, you know what I mean?
Asking you for a ride and all
not even on that.
I can't mind right. Like,
we
you
can't.
Want the man to have a car. Hey, yo, listen.
And the competition too. I'm saying, like, you want the other competition to bring your bikes out, everybody beefing and gang war. The shorties feel uncomfortable going to events, man. We can't. Oh man.
So I want to talk about that throwback beans and shit like that, man. I know Beans and Forks got a couple tracks. Obviously, if you was outside, you was outside. Especially if you from South Philly, Beans is different to us. You feel me? Because it's like, you'll fuck around, walk to your poppy store, and Beans are walking, oh shit, Mac.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, my folks lived on that block down there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would see him early on, bro. Like, one of my folks, bro, when he got his deal, bro, folks called me, yo, what you doing? Nothing. You in the house sleep, nigga. Your man Hove just, because I was already rocking with Hove. That's another thing. I already was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to put that throwback conversation we had.
Yeah. She like, your fucking man, you in here sleep. You feel me? They just signed seed from around the corner. Stuff like that, bro. And then you go around the scene, bro. You see him pulling up in the Bentleys. You see him pulling up in the big Benzes. You see it from, again, we trying to get Pete signed to the Rock, bro. I'm seeing him. He's pulling up to the studio to make sure what's about to happen is authentic. Then 20 minutes later, I'm seeing him in my hood on my block. Then I'm seeing him in our neighborhood where I house it. Like, this is respectful. Like, everything else, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the problem be with repeatedly in my life is I know people here and here. When they link up, it be beautiful. Back, we about to, and then when it goes south, I just be looking like, how did y'all this play up? These people that be beefing, I just be wanting them to chill because, like, we outside. Like, when you see a Mac, damn, I know your son. Damn, when you see I know your son. You know what I'm saying? I know him. I see him. You know what I'm saying? So you just be wanting everybody to get along at the minute, like, at least be, so we can get money, bro.
And we're going to revisit. I definitely want you to talk about, today's generation because it's a whole different wave. So listen, Philly is a city with so much talent, bro, and all the artists struggle. And then one thing I did peep is Crack wasn't in the First State Property movie. You feel me?
He wasn't signed yet. I don't think he wasn't signed yet in the first one.
Okay, so what was the whole process as far as getting him to that next level for real?
We call that, there's no pun intended, but guerrilla marketing, bro. one of the first things that I seen that I'm learning, I think I'm fresh out of high school, with something I learned. They had meetings, bro. They went to NY, Big Lou and Ant. They had meetings, right? But when they was there, they bought every mixtape, DJs, every jawn. He got one for PD, right? The original one with 500 on it before Rest of State Property got on it. It was just 5 free and him, right? They hit every DJ and made him go in the booth and do a drop for every DJ.
Damn,
and send them the song, right? So the next wave of them DJs, when they had their joints come out, they had a drop. That's marketing. So right now, in this day, that would be reaching out to every influencer and giving them a joint, get on a playlist. That's what they did with hard copies of the song. Yeah, I'm here with such and such, such and such. We put together a promotional CD, right? It was basically everybody in state property before it was a state property. Right? And listen, and then we pulled up on Brother News, and he like, damn, where the jawn at? Gave him the jawn. So when Max said, like, who is this? How you got songs with all these artists that's in my camp? Who? And that's how Mac comes to the stoop and see it. Oh, dang, I got a whole jawn buried in the pit. I ain't even know it. And then from that, when Sparks come, they wind up managing them. And then it just balled from there. All right, they took 500 off. 500 is free cousin. Took 500 off, put them on there, put that in a paid in full soundtrack. One for PD. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went. But what happened was, when people don't understand is you work for what you wanted, where you want to be at. So therefore, if I'm trying to get signed to the rock, I'm gonna do songs with all the rock artists. That's what he did, bro. And we pushed it. He already was Ice City with Free anyway, so it wasn't like a far stretch, but it was, I'm going to do it this way.
All the plans
Yeah, to make it look as a fit.
Y'all didn't just shoot for the stars. Y'all had an actual
plan. Yup, and it worked out, bro. He used to be in this. He earned this deal, bro. I'm not saying it because that's my man. I'm saying it because 10:30, 11 every single day, he would come from North down to the P and be in the studio until the sun went down, recording, bro. Real, I'm telling you,
come down there,
bro. And he was coming. Listen, he was coming down recording, and then go home, take a break, and then nightlife, go out, promote it, and that's what was going on, bro. Every single day, bro. Real rap, earned this deal, bro.
Oh, facts. So now I want you to talk about today's events and things like that, because like I said, you from a historical hood, so many, you know what I'm saying, legendary names and figures that came from it. And how do you feel as far as today when you see what's going on? It's like a two-part joint as far as the young boys and everything they got going on, but then you see it being translated online as far as the Reddits and the pages and all that. It's crazy, bro, because I remember you had called me one time like, yo, I'm like, no, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's sad, bro, because people want to be considered so real and so this, that certain stuff that's not for the internet makes it to the internet, bro. And it makes the community bad, bro. Like, it's some people that's super talented, bro. Like, when I hear it, super talented. But then when I hear it, y'all talking about chumpies, bro. You can't talk about chumpies in the songs, bro. You can't do it. You just can't do it. There's no statute of limitation on a chumpy, bro. You can't do it. So it saddens me because there's a bunch of people that could have helped feed the community, bro. Like, I'll say this, bro. And we was out there, too. We was out Queensbridge, Littles, Bars and Hooks. That was Mobb Deep and them artists, whatever. And Littles was they managed, right? We out Queensbridge, legendary Queensbridge. Me, Dex, Creek, boom. You know what I mean? Limo, Rasta. We out Queensbridge, right? They got 31 deals from they one project, bro. 31 deals, bro. So what that leads is, even if everybody not getting along, that money is still processed and circulated back through their community, bro. We ain't had that many deals, bro. We probably had 3 deals on the P, bro.
Why you feel like it's like that? Because I feel like talent-wise, South Philly, come with some of the crazy. And then, this is the thing. A lot of people got to come through South Philly to take that next step.
They come down and get a feature. And when they can't get Mac, they come get my man. They come get, you understand? Because it's just authentic stories, bro. That's all it's about. People forget that it's reading and writing at the end of the day. That's what it's about. People ahead of us, they try to, prevent us from learning how to read and write. So you just telling stories, bro. Like I wrote a book. I always say, man, write a book, bro. Bro, write a book, bro. Because that's what these stories are, bro. When you watching a movie, that's somebody writing a jawn, bro. They stories, bro. The thing is, people want to pit personal stories and crime in the jaws. That ain't the ticket, bro. They got, listen, back to what I was saying. Queensbridge got 31 deals from one neighborhood, bro. We had 3 deals from the whole South Philly, bro. Journalist, Mac, Murder Mill, bro. And if you want to say thought with the roots, bro. 4 deals from one section, bro. All the other sections been west and north, bro.
Speaking about that, now, like I said, y'all always pretty much been like had a name for it. If you know kind of thing. But I feel like Leaf start rapping the P and things like that. Talk about them throwback Leaf Ward days as far as him coming up down South Philly. Or his relationship
when you got a mind state of other people, y'all kind of blend, bro. That's just how it is, bro. It wasn't when people say that he always said he was from West. He linked up with some, you know what I mean, from out my way, and they blend. You know what I'm saying? We came and met him. Well, he came and met us one time. It was love, bro. Like, it ain't, you know what I mean? He had a hot rapper, bro. That's it, bro. I seen him. We respectful. Boom. That's all right, cuz, yeah, you carrying that shit right. That's it, bro. Everything else, I don't know. But when people be shocked that a person from one neighborhood be in another neighborhood, that's not shocking. That's how it always be. When you go visit your peoples at a cookout, oh no, that's cuz from such and such. And when that community blend with you, what wind up happening is might be able to go down to that block when your cousin not there because y'all blend. That's all. I don't see nothing wrong with it, bro. And it happens all the time, bro. I don't nobody made a big deal because it was him. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They ain't, that was regular, bro.
So speaking of cousins, we're gonna talk about them Tasca reunions, man.
Yeah.
Y'all be out there over 100 people, a couple thousand.
Yeah, I mean, so what happened? The old heads was doing it, and then one year they decided they wasn't doing it. So of course, like damn, we can't lead a hood like that, bro. We gotta do a jawn, bro. We gotta put something together. Then we made Gorilla Head Unity Day. The mayor was out there 2 times, thanks to our man Shump. And it's literally you got to give back. That's why when I say about deals, it ain't just about they the hottest rappers. No, it's about ways to get some legal income that you can help people that genuinely needed school supplies. They may need something, bro. Like when you men of the community, that's what you're supposed to be doing, bro. You're supposed to be giving back. Anybody say anything else, they not with that. You know what I mean? You supposed to give back to the community, bro. You already know how when you ain't had this when you a young boy. So when you get it, you're supposed to give back, bro. And I give back. It don't matter if it's a paycheck or whatever. Every time I don't give if I'm standing in the store and I might pay for a couple people's stuff while I'm at the store. I gave back, bro. You gotta get sakat, bro. It ain't no, you know what I mean?
So being somebody that just, you've been a part of the culture your entire life and you influenced the culture and been shaking and moving and things like that, being behind the scenes and in front of the camera also as an artist. But just being a part of the culture for so long, talk about them old early Meek days. Did you used to see Meek running around South Philly and all that?
Listen, this one thing about this, bro. I'm on Snyder Rap. I'm at the Chinese store. I'm seeing them. I'm before I hear the Bloodhounds rap, bro. I'm just seeing how they walking up and down Snyder Rap, bro. And I'm like, I told Forge, I said, damn, bro, it's a squad down here that remind me of us back in the, you understand? This is just all, I ain't even hear no music yet, bro. That nigga Lil, I used to see him more, right? So, '04, I throw a party. By this time, Stars backing off of the DVDs, I throw a party, a battle joint, bro. I had it rigged so that nigga Lil and Frank battle, but it didn't matter because we're going to split the money, right? This me '04, bro.
Crazy.
So it go deeper than that. I had 2 people worked at the radio station. One person worked at 103. That was my man Ya. And then Anton Moore, Unity Community, he worked at 99. At the same time, 2 people from my hood worked at both radio stations. I had both of them promote my party, bro. The party and the battle shit, it was mainly for that nigga Lil and Frank the battle and split the money, bro. This is This is when bro catches a little situation, his name on the flyer. This not how you can change the digital flyer. We printed them up. You can hear the whispers. Why he put Fort's name on there? He ain't gonna be there. He booked. My man run through the back door, bro. This 04. So when they come down to Meek from the beginning, bro, I'm seeing them up and down Snyder Ave, bro. So even when a person say, "Oh, I'm the first person that did this," it's a lot of people that did stuff along the way that was the first, bro. Like, you understand? I seen it. People make it seem like, "Oh no, I'm rocking with him. I'm the reason he got hot." No, they was everybody. If you knew something about the culture, you knew they was on their way, bro. You ain't just help. You ain't just yeah. You ain't just help him because you no. They was cooking, bro. Even with Reed and Hattie and all that. Oh no, they was cooking. You had no choice. That's how people kept they reinvented they spark. You know the hottest young boy is. You know what I'm saying? You know this. I seen it in person. Not no DVD, but I'm seeing them actually on the Snyder Ave. Why that's important, bro? Because Snyder Ave wasn't for us, bro. I'm originally from the P, meaning that used to be all Italian area before we moved down there. So when I'm seeing, damn, we down here. You understand? So he earned his spot, bro. Every time somebody say something about, he earned it, bro. There's a little discrepancy about, you know, where the name came from and this and that. But he earned this deal, bro. Like, simple as that, bro. He earned this deal. And with the credit he don't get is that one point in time, bro, he had the streets of every section moving together. They don't give him that, bro.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, they don't give him that, bro. He had people from north and south moving around the town together, going out of town together, bro.
Different box. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And I appreciate the reason why I definitely want to make sure I ask you that question. And like I said, bro, I really, really salute you, bro, because a lot of the artists don't understand. And they in their own way of success because of the way of thinking.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that because you able to see both sides. You
I see
be
it,
an
bro.
artist and see it, and then be behind the scenes and see and understand.
Bro, right,
and
bro.
It's something that a lot of people don't really see. And same thing you saying, like for me as a young nigga, Meek was famous since like 17.
Bro, he
like,
been, bro.
Man, it was different.
When T.I. brought him to the radio station, bro, when they came behind that curtain, bro, they start clapping for him, bro. He been one of the, he earned it, bro. What he did was, he Thanos the city, bro. He learned from every rapper that came in front of him, whether they helped him or didn't help him, and he didn't make them mistakes, bro. Everybody make mistakes, but those certain mistakes that get you kicked out of the game, he ain't do that, bro. You can't, like, everybody else, they was there, bro. He a student of the game. You gotta, bro. I run my city from my South Philly back to Uptown. Even if that wasn't true at the time, in his mind, that's what I want to do. And he brought the town together, bro. You can't, anybody that bring people together, bro, you gotta respect that, bro. Some people bring people together, it be on some nut time. You got this person. No, everybody together running around, bro. You gotta respect that, bro.
Why do you feel like Meek gets so much flag in the city and just in general, you feel me? Especially for the city, though.
It's two parts to that answer. One side is because he actually made it. So when you actually make it, it's like, oh, I was talking crazy about it. I gotta stay on it. That's what tip you on, right? The other side of it is, damn, he bringing people together. Who he think he is? It's other people that couldn't do it or didn't want to do it, bro. He actually figured it out and did it, bro. Like, I watched it, bro. I watched him do it, bro. It's a moment in time that people, I'm listening to these other interviews, they skipping over, bro. It was one point in time in the Batcave, bro. He had half the day and Forch had the other half a day, bro. It was split down the middle for a couple months, bro. Like, scheduling wise. They had the joint split down the middle, bro. So him bringing everybody together, they didn't think it was going to happen, bro. He did it, bro. That's why. There's no other way to put it, bro. I was having a conversation with my man the other day. He's super Jordan fan versus LeBron. That's his conversation every time you meet him, right? But what LeBron, Mayweather, and Jay-Z figured out is, oh, I can do this, but I also can be a leader inside of the situation. So people give them flack for figuring the game out. Like, that's what they did. They figured out, oh, I'm going to play, but I'm going to be able to get players when I want. Mayweather, oh, all right, I'm going to be able to raise up fighters and fight them how I want. Hove, I'm going to be able to sign who I want. And if I need to borrow something, I'm going to borrow it. If not, that's the... Nobody never say it when these other people do it, bro. So you know, he get the flack because he actually made it, bro.
That's all.
Yeah.
So listen, speaking about Hov, and like I said, man, you was a part of so much history when it comes to this culture. What's your thoughts as far as Hov and the whole state property situation, beans and all that? Do you feel like he owe them, or do you feel like he used them, or what's your thoughts is that thing? Because I feel like, me personally, I feel like we had this conversation. I feel like he took advantage of them because he had more knowledge, and you kind of just use your young boys.
I feel that the music business moved how it moved, bro. Because when I say that, it's been more other people in charge of record labels than him, Puff, Dre, 50, and Baby. They the top people visually. But from over time, bro, this same music business been doing what it's supposed to do. So what you got to know is, when you got your opportunity, you got to get everything you can get.
I feel like that's the argument. The fact is, that's because we know it's been so much, and then you say you my man, and you speak to family, and you did the same thing that they do. When truthfully, you could have just told them, listen, this what it is, we in and we out, and niggas would have went the same. Well, they probably wouldn't went as hard, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't know, bro. On them situations, I don't know. I just remember this, bro. I remember being around. I remember seeing, and I'm looking at the same people that I'm right next to being in movies. I'm seeing people put out their music. I'm seeing outside of that, I don't know, bro. I just know people have opportunities, bro. It's way more, you know something else, bro? It's way more people signed than people realize to labels, bro. It be hundreds and thousands of people.
Right off, you real.
So if it's a few people that get a certain window, bro, it's another 10,000 in the background wishing they had that so they can maneuver with it, bro. It's bro, if you put me in a situation, bro, I'm not turning back, bro. Like it's simple as that, bro. I'm not turning back because I'm gonna figure out how to make money, bro. I'm not gonna worry about, you know what I mean? I tell you this: most situations are. Let me answer it this way. Our problem in hip hop, bro, is that we start carrying record labels like squads. I can't tell you who these rock and roll people signed to. I can't tell you who these country people signed to. Because when they have a problem with their labels, bro, they just keep touring and don't even mention it. You don't know until years later, bro. And that's the yeah.
Listen, before we get out of here, and I'm gonna get the message to the youth. What do you feel like the biggest crush for Philly? Why you feel like our artists don't take that next step?
Because we too influenced by the streets. So therefore, an old head that may be putting the money up, he may tell a young boy, "No, do a song like this. This what I want here. Go do this. You wasting all this studio time off this. You know what I mean? Do a joint and get us out of here. Hey man, do joints to get us out. DMX, one of the hardest people ever, bro. When they set they play up, you know what they made sure he had? A joint for the club, a joint for the ladies. That's the Def Jam blueprint. So when you hear LL Cool J talk, I'm the most important one, is because his goal and his mission, you got to be able to battle and defend whatever's going on. LL was a battling rapper, and he always had joints for the ladies, bro. That's the formula to win, bro. I'm not wasting my single on, you know what I'm saying? And that's what our problem is, bro. We keep doing songs that's not going to generate some income or some touring power.
I'll be trying to tell the young boy, I said, bro, I understand that you don't get a lot of views. I get it. I understand. But what you got to understand is, where you going to perform it at?
That's the first thing. I had an argument with my man, Seek. We did the movie, South Philly Slash. We did the books together, right? I say the problem with our youngest, we got all the attention, but they can't perform the way they supposed to based on the BS. If the kids and the females don't support you, it's not moving, bro. I don't care what it is. That's what's needed, bro. So we keep doing music for the streets. You could do the music for the streets, but you got to have something that's marketable, bro. It's no other way, bro. It's no other way, bro.
So before we got here, just give a message to the youth.
Go to school, get some type of trade. It's simple. It's not, you don't got to go to college for 12 years. Get something that you can make some money off. It don't make you less of a street. They don't make you less than nothing, bro. Because I'm from where I'm from, bro, and I went to school several times. Certified in this, certified in that, certified in this. Still do music, still, you know what I mean, in the mix of sorts. Go to school, get a trade, bro. You gotta feed your family and your loved ones, bro. Them sneaks and all that little goofy shit that can't help Nana when she need a surgery, that can't help your family get here. Get yourself some legal money, bro, and realize everybody around you not really with you, bro. That's the best thing I could tell you. That's the best thing I could tell you, man.